Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Theorycrafting. We're talking about chapter 4 of Ciconia no Naku Koroni, and this is called Parallel Processors. And this one was mostly character building. I think there's a few details in there, but I'll say what happened. It starts off with everybody hanging out and practicing their Gauntlet Knight army stuff. And Okanogi comes over and he's all like, you guys need to work harder. So then they work harder. And then it shows a scene with the Gauntlet Knights. The male Gauntlet Knights are all in at the public bath that was made last. The It's a Wrap public bath chat room for Gauntlet Knights that was created in the last chapter. They're all hanging out, and they're just talking about how Stanislav, the Swedish guy, or Danish guy, he's either Swedish or Danish, he's talking about how where he's from, he can't speak out against his higher-ups, or else he could get arrested or thrown in jail. So, the way in his country that they do speak out is to say the opposite of what they mean, and then it all becomes a funny scene when the Queen Rethabile comes and tells those other two guys that they have to come and help her, and then they say, oh yes, we'd love to come and help you, because Stanislav said that is saying the opposite where he comes. I don't know, it's really funny. Maybe you have to read it. I'm not that good at explaining the joke. But I don't think there was anything really in that part. But the next part, it's the part that this chapter is named after, Parallel Processors. Jaden goes to a video game arcade, and he ends up having to turn on his chat Kizuna thing. He plays a Gauntlet Knight video game, but that's all. I don't think there's anything that's that important to any sort of mystery in there. In the video game, it does talk about this like crazy ship with missiles that's super hard to beat, and how it's based on like a real ship. So we might see that in the future. But other than that, he's just playing a video game. And then he turns his Kitsuna on to opt into some weird thing to get something. It's a sponsorship thing, and he's able to use his Kizuna ID to get something in this game. Like, you know, if you have a video game, sometimes you're able to log in with a certain account from a certain website, and if you have that account, then you get a free thing. That's kind of what he was doing. And then he sees, when he turns his Kizuna on, he sees that his friend is there. He has a friend there, and he doesn't know who it is because they turn the Kizuna off immediately. And he chases them, and he finds that it's Meow. But it turns out that Meow is a congenital parallel processor, which means, like, in today's age, we'd say multiple personality disorder. Although I'm pretty sure that it's not even called multiple personality disorder anymore. I'm pretty sure it's called dissociative identity disorder. So that's something maybe Ryokishi just used multiple personality disorder in this, because that's what most people know it as. But I'm pretty sure that they already stopped calling it multiple personality disorder, and it's dissociative identity disorder now. And maybe in the future it'll become congenital parallel processors. But we aren't that far yet. We're at dissociative identity disorder. And I think there's some pretty cool things in this part. For story building, you kind of get like Jaden obviously has a big crush on female Meow, maybe even on male Meow, Because in the first chapter, he's saying, "Oh, we're flirting and stuff." He's had a secret crush on Meow this whole time. We know. He was just too scared before he knew that Meow was also a girl, and he I don't know. Maybe there was some sort of it was hard for him to act out his attraction before he realized that he was also a girl. But there is one really interesting thing in this, and that's something I've seen with all of Ryukishi's works. Even if a chapter seems like it's mostly filler, there's usually at least one interesting thing in it. And that is, Meow says that she can block out anything that she sees so that Meow can't see it. Which possibly could mean that this is a theory that I have been thinking about. I don't think I've talked about it at all on here, but it's a theory that I have. I think that what are they called? Not moles. I think that the plants by the three kings, there's 4 of them in each. There's one of them in each different sector, like the AOU. So there's 4 in total. But I'm wondering, those people are probably parallel processors. Or the plants could even just be like evil Meow, or prophet Meow. And they could be just like sort of a program that they put onto these different gauntlet knights. And the plants in It's a Public Rat Bath alliance could possibly not even know that they are plants by the 3 kings. They might have no clue, and it's just a program in their brain that's able to block out their memories and shit, so they can't even remember. That would be pretty interesting. That's the only real thing that I could see to theorize about in this. Otherwise, it's just a cute little story. Give it 10 out of 10. Would read again. Now, that's pretty much all I have to say, so goodbye.